Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Today we're doing something a little bit different, I guess you could say. This tank behind me, this like colorful, tropical looking tank, is getting completely rescaped, and this cichlid tank is being taken down. So I used to have like 6 or 7 cichlids in here, and they've just gotten very aggressive and started killing off each other. 2 of them already died. They're not very pretty fish, they're pretty ugly, and they don't really do anything except eat the plants and try to eat each other. So I'm not super happy with this tank at all, so I'm taking it down. I already called the fish store, and we're bringing all 5 of these African cichlids back to the fish store where I got them, get some store credit, just get them out of here. And then we're taking all this white sand, all these rocks you see right here, as well as this giant Anubias plant, and that's gonna be going in this tank right here. So we're getting rid of the blue gravel, we're getting rid of all these fake plants, and we're gonna go ahead and put more of a natural look into this tank as we take the other one down. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and just catch all these guys out and get them ready to go to their new home at the pet store. Ready to get them out of this tank. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this container up. Oh, that's not gonna work. And then I'm just gonna put them in like a gallon Ziploc bag because all my fish bags are too small for them. So go ahead and get this ready. Just throw them in this bag. Let's go ahead and try to catch these guys. These guys are fast, so we'll see how long this takes. Okay, just like that, that is all 5 of the fish. Go ahead and get these into a bag real quick, and then I'll go ahead and just wipe down this whole tank because it is a mess now. Okay, so I just got back from the fish store. Anyway, this tank is basically empty now except for the decor and this one pleco right here. I'm gonna go ahead and move this pleco to a different tank, and then we're gonna go ahead and start dismantling this aquarium and switching the decor over to the other aquarium. So first things first, I want to go ahead and take all this decor out of this aquarium first. So I'm going to go ahead and move all this stuff into like a 5-gallon bucket, and then we'll go ahead and start transferring over the new decor as soon as this old decor is out. Okay, so we got a bit of a mess going on, right? But the tank's empty. The only thing left is the background, and that's it. All the fish are still in there. I moved the snails to a cup because they were annoying to pick out of the gravel that was down there. But gravel is all in a bucket. Random decorations also in a bucket. Now all we have to do is switch the background the other way because it's black on the other side, and put some sand in here and get the rocks in here. And then we're basically good to go. Here the tank is about 2 days later. Now, we do have some issues here. As you can see, the sun from behind this window is shining in through the background, and you can kind of faintly see like the fake plants back there. Kind of weird. Anyway, but here's how the tank looks. I'm probably going to get a few more live plants, but overall it's looking really good. All the fish are doing great, and I'd say it was a nice success. The tank looks a lot more natural, and all we need is a few more live plants to complete it. Now that we got the tanks held on, I thought I would go ahead and do some pond maintenance. So there's a ton of hair algae and just debris on the bottom of this pond. So I thought I would go ahead and use that little vacuum I showed you guys in another video to just try to clean some of the stuff out of the bottom of the pond. So in the matter of a couple minutes, we got quite a bit of string algae out of there. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. But as you can see, this big old thing of string algae, and a snail I guess, just in like 1 minute. Now I bet this algae will probably all be grown back in like an hour. It just grows back so crazy fast. But this vacuum works pretty good. It gets a lot of stuff out. Some of the algae that's stuck to the walls and stuck to like the decor in there doesn't come off at all. But a lot of just the sediment on the ground, this thing works pretty good for. So the pond's looking a lot better, but we did get some new things for the pond. We got these 3 potted plants right here. Do I know what they are? No, I do not. But we're gonna plant them somewhere around the pond to make this area look a little bit better, because as you can see, we need a few more plants around here. Now that you got to check out those 3 plants, which we're hopefully gonna plant somewhere to make the waterfall look a little bit nicer in the koi pond, I'm gonna go ahead and flash you back to a few days ago when we were out of town shopping, and there was a Petco. So I went to the Petco and I was looking at their saltwater and their freshwater tanks, and everything was pretty basic until I saw their saltwater section. Now their saltwater section was nothing impressive, but they had some creatures there that I wouldn't expect Petco to have. So I'm gonna flash you over to that footage. This Petco had your basic freshwater fish, you know, your guppies, your tetras, stuff of that matter, just like every pet store basically. They also had some pretty big red-eared sliders for like 25 bucks. As you can see, they're sleeping, having a great time doing turtle things. One of them is even on the little rock basking up there, just having a great time. But then I looked at their saltwater section. Looked pretty normal at first, right? Till we get down to the bottom. So there's an eel. I've never seen an eel at Petco ever, so that was really surprising. And they had this massive urchin. This urchin was like easily like a quarter of the tank size. Like, you can't see him because he's kind of smashed up against the rocks, but he was huge. And of course the eel again was also pretty big. So that Petco was pretty cool. They had some weird creatures. Anyway, now I'm just gonna go ahead and feed some of the fish. So I got these new fish food jars basically, which are just like salt and pepper shakers. I don't know, there was like a set of 4 of them at IKEA for like 4 bucks. And they look a lot prettier than a fish food container, which is great because it's in our kitchen. And they're super easy to feed. You basically just dump it just like it's salt and pepper. Perfect amount comes out, no problem there. I love these things. And then I even got a few different sizes, like my turtle pellets right here on this one. Algae wafers are on this one, and then more flake food for this tank are on this one. Anyway, but today the fish are gonna get some frozen food. So these frozen food things are really nice. I know the lighting's trash, but this right here is just mysis shrimp. Super easy. All we do is open up the tank, take one of these little pop-up things, and just pop them like that, and then this goes right into the tank. The fish will love it. They'll go all after it as soon as it thaws out a little bit. But frozen food is a big hit with all the fish. Same thing with the reef tank. They already got some seaweed today, but I'm still just going to give them a little cube of frozen food. I'm also going to feed the anemone. Oh, there goes the light. Just go ahead and dissolve this a little bit, feed some to the fish, and then I just feed the last little chunk to the anemone at the end. The fish absolutely love this stuff, as you can see. They all go crazy for it. The tang will eat right out of my hand, as you can see, but I have to be a little wary of that fox face right there because their spines are venomous, and we don't want to get hit by those. But I'll just go ahead and dissolve all this up, and then I'll take this last little chunk right here, pass it on to the anemone, and he'll go ahead and grab it and pull it in to his mouth. Okay, so all the fish have been fed, and now it's time to go ahead and feed the ducks. I'm just gonna feed them some shredded up cucumber today, or shredded up zucchini maybe, I don't know, one of them. So they prefer the zucchini or cucumber to be grated, like with the cheese grater. They like the shreds better, so we're just gonna go ahead and start grating it. Take this little cucumber disc and just start grating. Okay, so we got all our zucchini shredded up, and then I also went ahead and removed most of the seeds. While we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this and we'll feed it to the koi. These guys will also go ahead and eat this stuff up, obviously once they realize it's food. As you can see, they'll go ahead and munch on it just like they would normal pellets. Just healthy vegetables for them, pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest of this, of course it's gonna scare the ducks away, and just dump it all into the ducks' water. Stir it around a little bit to break it up. And once they realize it's actually food, they'll love it. Just like that, they're absolutely munching on that. They love zucchini, they love cucumber, they love pretty much anything. I mean, they're ducks, they'll eat anything. So now while they're eating, I also went ahead and got my pet turtle some lettuce right here. Now my turtle currently lives in this 29-gallon aquarium. However, this might be upgrading very soon, hopefully if all the logistics kind of work out. So go ahead and stay tuned if you want to see my little red-eared slider get into a bigger aquarium. Also guys, I don't want to do it, but this tank right here is coming down. So this is my 5-gallon Fluval Spec tank that I'm taking down right here. I basically have everything removed, all the plants, everything except the substrate, and 2 little baby guppies that somehow came in here. So there are the baby guppies right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in a different tank. So these guppies will just live in this tank with the red cherry shrimp. As you may know, it had my betta fish in it. You know, the betta fish I brought to school. Yeah, that betta fish passed away for no reason, actually. I'm assuming it was just old age. He was about 3 years old, probably. And he lived a nice life in the 5-gallon tank. I mean, he was always thriving and always eating. He was doing really good until he wasn't. So I thought I would just end off this video by telling you kind of what's going on with this tank. It might be moved to somewhere else. It might not be set up anytime soon. I don't know. You'll have to keep up on the future videos to go ahead and check where that tank is going. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.